Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Sammy Hegab and I'm here with my good friend Tamkin Riaz. So today's topic, we're going to talk about health. I mean, you've got some experience that you want to share with us. Just tell us about your journey, because I know you was overweight, just like myself.
Sammy, your question. Yes, I was 99 kilos a few years ago, and I started going to the gym, light exercise, and I only lost about 3 kilos in about 3 years.
Wow.
Then I really started walking about 10,000 steps a day, and the 10,000 steps helped me reduce from 99 to 97 to 95 kilos over another 2 years. So from 99, 97, 95, I was steady at about 95 kilos. But from 95 going just slightly up and down, just slightly. Then I was introduced into intermittent fasting. Now, being a Muslim, I fast during Ramadan anyway. But then after we open in Sari in the morning, and then Iftari in the evening, we eat a lot of junk food, as I call oily food, and we overcompensate. So I was introduced to intermittent fasting. Now, intermittent fasting is you're fasting, but you can have very light liquids under 15 or 20 calories. So you can drink as much as you like during the intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is that the previous evening, the last meal you had, whether it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whenever, a normal meal that you would normally have, but try and be health conscious of the normal meal. You fast all the way to the following lunchtime, so you don't have breakfast.
Okay.
And I didn't know, but you don't really need breakfast, because your pancreas and your liver secretes the energy and the sugars you need naturally when you wake up. And I didn't know that. I was always told you've got to have a good, healthy breakfast. But you don't.
Okay.
So then I started the intermittent fasting. So if I ate at 7 in the evening, then nothing till 12, 1 o'clock. So what you do, you actually do a 16-hour, no food. Liquids, yes, under 15, 20 calories.
Okay.
So if I was having tea or coffee or whatever, drinks, I would, no milk, no sugar. But I don't really drink a lot of tea and coffee, so it was easy. I could have black coffee, I could have black tea, and then I would eat at lunchtime. So I'd make sure that
what sort of foods would you eat at lunchtime?
Because I was
How'd you break your fast, basically?
Breaking fast, very good. So lunchtime, because I was working, and I'm still working in a college, I used to go to the canteen and get a salad.
Okay.
Usually I'd have salad with either egg, or a different type of protein. If it's they do halal chicken, and most of the meat is halal, but you have to ask each time. But chicken definitely in our college is halal. So if I didn't have egg, I would have salad with chicken. Sometimes I have some beans and a bit of corn, tuna. Jacket potato, not as much, but yams, sweet potato instead. So I'd eat that, and that was after 16 to 18 hours. And when you're intermittent fasting, your body gets used to not eating.
Correct. Yeah.
The only thing, as I say, is you can take liquids, but no snacking. So 16, 18 hours, no food apart from liquids. Have my lunch. Then after lunch, eat nothing for 6 to 8 hours. And then you have an evening meal. Now when I did that, within a month or two, I was down from 97, 95 kilos to 85 kilos.
So you've managed to at least drop 10 kilograms within...
At least 10 kilograms.
Within 40 days, let's say.
Yes.
40 days.
I actually started, actually it was less than 40 days, so let's say 40. Now the product I'm taking is very good because it gives you
So you've done the intermittent fasting
with a product.
You've taken a product to make it
as
easier
well as
to
easier. So the product is, in the morning, it's got vitamins and nutrients that you need.
Okay.
Then at lunchtime and evening meals, it's got 7 different types of healthy fibre. Now, everyone should take at least 30 grams of fibre a day, whether it's nuts, beans, seeds, lentils. But I was not having 30 grams. So it's got 30 grams of fibre, so that helps. So you need fibre, you need vitamins, nutrients and minerals, and it gives you all that. And of course from your food, you get some nutrients, you get some vitamins. You know, things have been stripped away from food over the years.
Yeah.
So I'm very pleased with my intermittent fasting, and I would recommend intermittent fasting. Check with your health professional, because you might have some underlying health that your doctor or health professional knows, but tell them what you're going to do and if they advise it. So that was me, and so I've lost over 10 kilos.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting journey. You know, there are some people that lose weight a lot quicker when they fast or they do some exercise and they've got high metabolism, and also it comes down to your age as well. I mean, we're pretty close to our age. It's not much different.
No.
You're probably a year or two younger than me.
I'm actually in my 60s.
You're in your 60s, mashallah.
Early to mid 60s.
And you've got a physical age of a 40-year-old.
I would like to think that I do over 10,000 steps a day. The most I've done is about 30,000 steps in a day, but always over 10,000 steps when I'm working Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 at college. A lot of walking about in college, getting to college, from college, going out at lunch times after having a meal. I like a little walk, or generally in college, on different floors, going to different classrooms, helping out, studying. So So I would recommend intermittent fasting, but with that, you must also definitely take your nuts, your seeds, your roughage.
Yeah, make sure that you're getting all your vitamins and nutrients, and the types of salts as well for your body needs, for your nerves and that kind of stuff.
That's right.
So you're not malnourished. I've got a slightly different journey, but I'm very interested in the product that you're taking, because this would also help me and help other people as well. But I've had a journey in my life where I would actually increase more weight very quickly. I can actually gain weight very, very quickly.
So can I.
So even, at a younger age, when I was a teenager and I was into bodybuilding and stuff like that, I was building muscles a lot quicker than lots of people as well. So that I had that advantage. But the disadvantage when I wasn't exercising, and as I grew older, I was losing muscle mass, I was putting on fat weight, the wrong type of weight, and then taking it off, it was very difficult. So I actually increased at one point over 130 kilograms.
Wow.
And then I found it was a big struggle before I tried intermittent fasting. But what I did is slightly different, where I would do prolonged fasting. So I just completely cut out all food, just liquid, coffee. And I would drink coffee with milk. So I would do that. But I would just pure liquid for a very long period of time. And there was one time in my life where I would just go to work every day, about an hour to walk to work, an hour back. So 2 hours walking and just drinking fluids. And within a month, I went down from 130 to 90. Then another month, I went down to 70 something, 78.
Wow, that's not
so 2 months, I went down. But obviously, that when you reduce a lot of weight, you have to deal with a lot of your skin as well, because your skin, it needs to shrink at the same time. So if you do it too quickly, you would lose weight very quickly. You would also lose muscle mass because you're not taking any proteins. But then as soon as I started eating again, I was putting on weight very quickly.
Because your fat research is it was putting into reserves, bristle fat they call it.
So because your body is into survival mode, so it starts to store and it thinks, okay, I'm gonna go into hunger mode again, so I need to reserve some, and especially the wrong type of food. So you start eating the wrong type of food, like carbohydrates and so on, or anything that has a high insulin index, that's the important thing, then your body will start storing, because to store fat, you need insulin.
Yes.
Okay? So if you don't have insulin, or you eat food that doesn't have insulin, your body's using up that energy. But if you have a very high insulin index, like sugar, carbohydrates and stuff like that, which is very high in insulin, then you're storing your body fat, that kind of stuff. So that's another thing. So then I had the challenge when I went up again, obviously work, stress, that also contributes. And very recently, in 2021, I managed to drop down to about 80, 79 kilograms. So I was in good weight. I was going to the gym and stuff like that. But then I started a contract for about 18 months, and I was hardly moving. It was like a remote position, sitting on a computer as a programmer, and my weight started to come on. 2023 and early 2023, I'd reached a weight of 127 kilograms.
Oh my
So I was
gosh.
way back, almost to 130 again. So what I did is I just took things to the extreme, and I just went on for a walk for about 3 hours. So I'll do a 3 hour walk. So try to log in on the time. So if I do an hour in the morning, then I'll just try and take walks in between the days. So I'll do at least 3 hours of walk. I did that for 10 days. Also prolonged fasting. I dropped 10 kilograms. So I went down from 127, 126, all the way down to 117, 116 kilos. So I was like that. But then afterwards I thought, okay, so once you start eating, then you start getting your appetite back. It's very easy when you do fasting, you don't get hungry after 2 or 3 days. You start to get less and less hungry, so it becomes easier the longer it takes. But then afterwards, I started eating, started going to family, friends, and that kind of stuff, and they always invite you to have a meal.
Of course.
So that's a big challenge. You have to really isolate yourself for a diet to work. Have you found that?
No, because the
Good job.
protocol I take actually
eat
fills
anything.
you up.
Okay.
So you're eating less anyway.
Okay.
So if I do go, I take this protocol, just mix it 10-15 minutes before having the meal and going out or eating.
Right.
And then I find I eat less. Plus, it coats all the food and your stomach.
Right.
So it absorbs slowly. And the body is able to use it better as well. And it helps with insulin as well, because you don't get the insulin spikes, as you say. You know?
Okay, so it does that.
It does that. It helps with insulin spikes as well. I'm actually diabetic as well.
Okay.
And my diabetes is coming much, much lower than it was.
Have you been completely cured of diabetes?
No. I'm about 44 on the glycemic index. And before
Okay.
I started, I was 57, 58 on the glycemic index. So it is coming slowly. It's working for me. My weight's gone down. My diabetes is much, much better. To be non-diabetic for me is around the 40, 42 mark.
Right.
So I'm 44, 45. So I've just got a few more.
And then you'll be
free from my
free
taking
diabetes.
3 tablets a day.
All right.
So at the moment,
Can
I'm
you
on 2
stop
tablets.
completely?
No, so you've got to do it slowly,
Okay.
gradually, with the doctor, health professional, so
Right.
they know what you're doing. So it's only been a little while, so my diabetes is coming down and almost reversing. I'll use that almost. I just want to get down to 42, 40 on the glycemic index, and then I won't be diabetic. And I've been diabetic for 10 years.
Inshallah, you reverse it. I mean, it is possible. I mean, I've heard of people that have reversed their diabetes. I've known people personally that have gone through this, intermittent fasting. They've reduced their weight down 20, 30 kilograms,
Yes.
and they went back to the doctor and they couldn't believe it's the same person. It must be, we need to do another blood test to make sure that it is this, because
So my
how
doctor
could you have done it? I mean,
my doctor is very
drop.
pleased with my drop in weight.
Mm.
And also, I was at waist 44.
Mhm.
I used to measure, and I'm down to less than 40, so I've dropped over 4 inches on my waistline as
Right.
well. And my suits and clothes are a little bit baggier
Yeah.
now. Before the shirts, I was like this,
So
now
what's your normal waist size when you was much younger, when you was a young man, right, in your 30s, 20s? What was your?
I was always a little bit chubby.
Okay.
Because my mum and being Asian, we always had a lot of
Eat,
food,
yeah.
eat.
It's
So-
exactly the same in the Middle East. I mean, they have.
So I was anything between
meals.
32 to 36.
Okay.
Then I got married and I got older. My wife's a brilliant cook as well.
Yeah.
And then 38, 40, 42, 44, 46 even at the height.
Okay.
But now I'm down to less than 40 inches.
So inshallah, the ideal was about 36, I would say.
36
You
is
get
very good.
36,
Even if I get to 38, I'm pleased. And I'd like to get to around the 80 kilo mark
Okay.
by the end of the year, inshallah.
Inshallah, we will have a challenge because
We'll have
I'm on that same journey.
You're going to start it, apparently.
Yeah, well, I started like like I told you, like in the beginning of this year. I
But
dropped
not on
down
the protocol.
to 117.
I want you to take the protocol
Yeah,
and see
well,
if it works for
here's
you.
the
And we
thing,
can
Tamkin.
change and see.
Here's the thing, Tamkin.
Yes.
So I've managed to do that to 117.
That's a lot of
And then
hard work.
From January up till I think it was April, June. It took me a lot longer to drop that, so I went down to 100, I went to a trip to Barcelona and I came back, I was below 100. So I managed to get down to, I think, about 97, 98
Wow.
kilos, and that was good. But then suddenly, 2 weeks after that, I weighed myself again. I started eating. That's the thing, you think you made it or you can lose weight. I wasn't going to the gym as frequent as I was, and I wasn't doing the walking and that kind of stuff. And I was just still, again, working on a computer, mostly at home, start binge eating, and my weight went up to 108. So that's where I am now. I'm about 105, about 104, 104.9, 105, let's say. That's where I'm starting right now. I want to get it down to about 100, and then I want to try your fiber and then see if I can do that. Or maybe I can start now, actually.
No, start now. I started in...
Because it will make it easier. It will make it easier when
start
I
in
do
October, August, 1st of August.
Okay.
And let's weigh you before and after and see how it goes. So with the protocol I'm taking, you actually don't feel as hungry. And you can eat what you like. And you eat less and in moderation. So I haven't changed my lifestyle at all. That's the thing. When you start exercising and doing all this, it's very, very hard to keep up and maintain it. Well, this is very easy to keep up and maintain.
Okay, let's do a challenge. I mean, what would you say? 30 days, 90 days challenge? What's the ideal period? Because I'm going to go into competition with you, Tamkin.
Oh gosh, no. Well, I've already lost 10 kilos.
I'm gonna beat you. Okay, this is my challenge. What's your weight right now?
85 kgs.
You're 85 right now?
85 right now. I was 99, 97, 95.
Your target,
now
your target,
85.
Your target is 80 kilos.
80 kilos. I want to lose.
My target is 80 kilos.
Right.
What's your starting weight?
When I first started.
No, right now.
85.
Right,
so I only got to lose 5 kilos.
You're 85 right now?
Right now I'm 85.
That's pretty
From
good. 97,
99.
So you already won the competition. You're only 5 kilos away from your target.
Well,
that's not fair.
If you take the protocol for 3 months, you get your money back guarantee if it doesn't work for you. So they believe in it so much. If you follow 2 meals a day, no snacking, using the protocol, 90-day money back. That's what attracted me, and it's easy.
Okay, let's put the product aside. Let's just start with a challenge first, right?
If I can get down to 80, I want to get down to 80.
So you're going from 85 to 80.
Now, yes.
I'm going to start from 100 on the 1st of August.
Right.
Okay, insha'Allah. If I drop 5 kilos between now until the 1st of August, how long have we got? 1 week left?
Yes, we're on the 22nd of July now.
Okay.
You've got 8 days, 9 days.
8 days. Let's just say I've got a week, right? Let's say make it easy for me because I'm gonna.
Within a week, you've got to want to lose 5 kgs.
Yeah, I got 5 kilos to drop
in a week.
Okay? In a week, okay.
That's a big ask.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do that now.
I didn't say big. I said big ask.
Ask. Yes, I heard that. Don't worry. So yeah, I've got to drop down to 100 kilos, okay. And from 100, I'm gonna go on a challenge with you. You're from 85. I'm on 100. I'm going to work your system as well and see if it is easier because all I've done right so far is a bit extreme for other people.
Yeah, I can't do what you did.
Yeah, not a lot of people. Okay. I want to create a system where I can just advise people, recommend, and like, okay, follow these steps, even if it's difficult for you to lose weight, if you have big bones, whatever they say. You know,
excuses.
Fat gene and all that stuff, which I've heard as well. You know, and I want a system that can work for anyone. So I want to recommend something that can work. So I'm going to test this out for myself. So I'm going to start from 100, and I'm going to beat you.
Insha'Allah.
Insha'Allah.
I've only got 5 kilos to lose.
And
you got 20.
I'm going to 20 on the 1st of August.
But I'll give you 90 days.
I'm going to do it in 30 days. I'm going to do a challenge, 30 days challenge. You're going to lose 5 kilos.
If you do it in 30 days, I will give you £100. I'm not betting, man.
Okay.
But if you don't do it, it's fine.
And if I do win the £100,
I'm going to show you and count it out in pennies.
That £100, I am donating it to SKT Welfare. I'm going to go 50-50. SKT Welfare is going to get 50, and Goodwill Caravan, which are combating human trafficking as well, they're going to get £50. How about that?
But
so I don't want
30 days, 15 kilos.
Yes. And if you beat
you won't
me,
do it.
And if you beat
you
me,
won't do it.
If you beat me, I'll also donate on your name £100.
And I'll give it to GHRF, a very good
that's
charity. All the £100. No, £100, £50 to GHRF, and we run a soup kitchen. And £50 to the soup kitchen.
That's if you win.
If I win. Whoever gets You 15 kilos you, 5 kilos me. Yeah.
15 kilos? I'm going to go down 20 kilos,
No,
inshallah.
no, let's not overdo it. Let's not overdo it.
20 kilos, 30 days.
If I can lose 5 kilos from the 1st of August.
Okay, let's make the challenge even easier. Well, let's make it more fair, okay? We'll see who can lose the most weight within 30 days.
I think you will win that.
I'm going to win that.
I think that you'll probably win that. Because I still, at the moment, I'm not working. Because it's summer holidays. I work in a college. So I'm on leave.
Okay.
Until September.
Right, so that's a great opportunity for you to start going to the gym more, walking more. And
yeah, well, I'll try. I do go to the gym, but I don't lift weights or any of that. I go to the spa. I go a little bit of swimming, a little bit of jacuzzi, a little bit of steam room, a little bit of sauna. I don't need.
No, you're a man. You're a man. You need to work on your testosterone. You need to build your muscles up. Because at the end of the day, it's the muscles that use up the energy, right?
Yes,
so,
right. Yes,
so you need to increase your muscle mass so your body can start burning more energy. So even if you do eat
calorie deficit.
Yes.
And it build. Actually, I didn't realize it, but people who burn calorie deficit actually build more muscle. I don't understand that.
Yes, because your muscle, the more muscle you have, the more energy you need. So you need to build muscles. So when I go to the gym,
well, actually, my muscles
very
are
big
okay.
muscles. Yeah,
my muscles are
very
okay.
strong
But
man.
just,
I don't want to go into a wrestling match. You're hands down, you're flat me.
Oh, flat! I'll just jump on you and you're flat.
I'll be finished. Yes.
So that's our challenge. Viewers, you heard that. Listeners, you
most weight or you're just 5 and 20.
No. Mine is 5. I'm going to aim for 5 kilos because I know listen, I'm not as young and sprightly as you are. Slow and steady. If I lose 5 kilos within 3 months or a month, 30 days you said, isn't it?
30 days challenge. We're doing
Inshallah, 30 days until the end of August, yes?
The end of August.
End of August.
We do first until the end.
So I need to lose from 85, I need to get down to 80 kilos.
Yeah.
We'll do some intermittent ones, maybe once a week, every week. Until the end, see how we're getting along.
So today, once a week?
Once a week, yes. We just
share our
updates. Yeah, it's once a week.
Okay. Are we going to go on exactly the same product? We're going to follow the same system?
I've been following it for a few months now.
Okay, so you've got an advantage. I'm going to start from scratch. And I'm going to give my honest opinion about it. Because far, when I've done diets, I've done it on my own.
This is not diet.
It's
a protocol.
Yeah, I've taken my own extreme measures like prolonged fasting, intermittent fasting, not taking any products, no supplements, apart from these gummy vitamin D and multivitamins.
Are they halal?
I'm not sure if they're.
We've got gelatin.
I have to check on that because that's all I've taken. I've just taken these multivitamins, these gummies.
I have seen them.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I need to check on the ingredients. That's a very good question.
Yeah. I sometimes take some vitamins and things. But I take the dissolvable ones. You put them in water, in a glass of water, vitamin C or multivitamin. Yeah. Vitamin C with zinc. Just to keep your energy going.
Yes.
Because the food we eat is stripped of all fibre and nutrients and minerals. The manufacturers do that, so you buy more product.
Yeah.
Because you're always hungry.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's a different topic. But let's see. 1 month, 30-day challenge, I've got to lose 5 kilos.
Inshallah. And I hope you do win. You do achieve.
Well, it doesn't matter who wins because with money's going to charity. The £100.
Yes, that's it.
So the charities will win whether you or I win.
But the goal of all this is to show people that it can be done.
It can be done.
You're 65, 60?
Just a little bit under 65.
Under 65,
just
right?
Slightly.
And I am in my 45-ish kind of range. Okay?
So about 20 years. Listen, 20 years difference.
20 years difference.
Approximately.
Okay. So we'll see this, right? So I'm 20 years younger. I have to lose
15 kilos.
20. I'm going to do 20.
Let's say 15. No.
Okay, you're saying my target is 15.
Your target is 15. Mine is 5.
I'm going to, inshallah.
Yours is 3 times more than mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want 4 times. That's a bit, you might win hands down 4 times. Let's do 3 times because you're younger. Yeah. I'm a little bit more senior, so 5 kilos. Okay. 5 kilos and 15 kilos.
Fine. Okay, you're making it easier for me.
I want to make it easier for you.
Inshallah,
and if it's easy for you, it'll be easy for our friends and families that they will maybe start the protocol.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I want everyone to have good health, good wealth, and well-being.
Inshallah, let's do that, Tamkin. And at the end of the day, we want to share the journey with the viewers. Make sure, look, you can see how I look right now. I'm
Shall we stand up?
What, we can stand up and
But
show them. So I'm not.
Let me just look.
Yeah, there's a big bare belly there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to definitely.
Look, this shirt is when I was 95, 97 kilos. So it's the same shirt. Look, I think
It's quite. You look quite good actually. You look a lot slimmer than me.
Yeah,
Although my trousers about 36.
Before I was like this. I was like this.
Well, we'll show them. We'll show them
every week. Yeah.
You've got a few pictures, so we can use that on a different video.
Yeah.
And we'll show them your journey as before as well. But we're going to document. Every week we'll do a quick vlog.
Every 7 days or so.
Yeah, we'll do a quick thing, just to
2-3 minutes, yeah.
In fact, we can even start it now. I mean, like I've just said, before the 1st of August, I want to drop.
You drop anyway.
5 kilos. But I'm not going to use any products. I'm going to try this without any products.
Yes.
And the 1st of August, I'm going to try the product. And I say, right, okay, without the product, this is how it was challenging. I was getting a bit hungry and that kind of stuff. And then I'll see. Well, if I.
And then once you start the product, you can say I don't. Or if that's for you.
Because it takes about 3 days it takes less than 3 days, about 2 days, for your body to switch from using your glucose reserve and relying on you to give your body energy by eating, to switching to ketosis. So your body starts now using your fat storage as energy.
Visceral fat.
Yeah. So once your body starts switching that, your brain doesn't send the signal like, okay, you don't get a hunger hormone, which is ghrelin hormone.
Yes.
And so you don't feel hungry. In fact, you get a boost of energy once you get into ketosis. And I think your product does pretty much that, but it does it a little bit quicker.
Well, it's not my product, it's something I'm taking.
Yes, you've tried it.
I've tried it, and it's not only worked for me. My friend has lost over 30 kilos. And when I saw him, I didn't recognize him. And I said, what's happened to you? Have you been ill? Let me see. Look how you. But you look great. He said, no, I've been taking this product. And I was on 7 pills a day. And now I'm down to 1. I said, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
So it's someone I know for 25, 30 years. Then his son took it, his other son took it, his daughter took it, his wife is taking it, the whole family is taking it. And I thought, well, I know them personally.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And as I say, I've been doing it for a few months now, and I haven't had to get my money back within 90 days because I'm really happy. If it doesn't work for you, they guarantee you and say money back in 90 days.
We're both Muslims, alhamdulillah. And as Muslims, we have this moral obligation to make sure to verify all the information, and this is why we're making these videos right now. Yes. And we also need to look at the ingredients. It's not just about, okay, it works, but there's a future side effect and that kind of stuff. So it's important for us. We're going to look into this.
The company's 30-year-old.
Yes.
So it's long term.
But it's not about the age of the company, and it's not about the product works or not. We want to make sure that also the ingredients are halal,
all halal,
and it works. There's no future side effects. It's all natural, because it's important. Especially when I was in a diet where I actually lost a lot of weight. When I did take liquids, I was also only drinking organic milk, and even afterwards, I was starting to eat just organic food, and I've seen the benefits of that as well. So it's very important. I'm all pro natural stuff, non-GMO stuff products. So I'm going to look into this, and this is my religious obligation as a Muslim to make sure that it's 100% halal,
and for people of the book.
Moral.
And for people of the book.
And so this is
our brothers.
These are things. It's not just about, okay, this product works, or we're not promoting. I'm not into any business. I'm not going to make any money out of this. I'm just honestly trying the product out and seeing if this thing is going to really benefit me, and then ultimately I can then recommend it to others. If it makes it easier to fast, then absolutely I'm all for it, because there is a bit of struggle for the first couple of days, and it might not be for everyone that people can persevere.
That's why you need to do it 90 days to make sure.
Yeah, but you need at least a couple of days for your body to go to ketosis, like I said. Also, it does become a bit of a challenge when you're doing a prolonged fast, and it can be a little bit dangerous as well.
That's why you seek medical advice before.
No. The danger is when you're breaking the fast. The danger isn't in the fasting. No one's died from not eating food, but people have died when they're breaking their fast.
If they eat too much suddenly.
If they eat too much suddenly, if they take glucose, a huge amount of glucose, they rock a big rush of blood to the brain. it can cause a lot of
It
issues.
explodes the cells. Actually, if you suddenly take
Exactly.
a lot, your cells can explode.
Exactly.
But you know.
Exactly, and this is why we're advising during Ramadan as well. When you break your fast, you have a couple of dates, 2-3 dates, and
water, milk, and dates.
and then you break your fast.
You do
take
your prayers
stop,
and everything, and
pray, and then go and have a bigger meal later.
Yes.
And unfortunately, a lot of us are fasting incorrectly in Ramadan. I'm not talking about the spiritual side. I'm talking about how you don't.
All the fried foods, the samosas, the pakoras.
This is all harmful stuff. It makes it just completely destroys all the health benefits stuff. I'm not talking about the religious benefit or the spiritual benefit. Obviously, there is a religious aspect to it. Fasting, we're not just fasting just to lose weight during Ramadan. Okay, so there is a bigger picture, but from the side of the health side, which is the health benefits from fasting in Ramadan, we lose that completely by breaking our fast on unhealthy or junk food. And this is another thing as well. I don't know, you went to Hajj and I went to Hajj. Umrah and stuff like that. There's one thing I need to point out as well. I don't know if you agree with me. When I went to Hajj, a lot of the food there was all like junk food as well, and this needs to change. I don't know if it's with every single.
There's all types of food for all types of people from around.
So there was a lot of biscuits and chocolate bars and desserts and stuff like that, and
juices, milkshakes. Yeah.
This needs to change. I mean, we need to be
self-control. And with this product, actually, I went to Umrah and I took the product with me.
Right.
And I only had 2 meals a day and no snacking.
Yeah.
So it worked for me. Yeah. During when I went.
I don't mean the period when we're in a hotel. In a hotel, you can pick. There's all sorts of food.
But when you're outside.
When you're outside, when you're in in their tents, whatever, they would just give us the food, and it's like
food was 10 times, 15 times more than you need as well.
Yes, but it was all sugary food and unhealthy crisps and junk food.
Yeah.
There was no health options. There was no option.
It was boiled vegetables.
Here you go. Here's the food. Yeah. I don't know. That's what you had. But for us, they just gave us a pack of crisps, biscuits, chocolate bars. There was nothing healthy. There was no meat. There was no nutritious
mine was
food.
Slightly different.
Yours was slightly different. My experience was like, okay, I don't want to really eat this stuff because it's going to give me like the sugar rush high and there was a lot of like orange juice as well and stuff.
Oh, there were lots of juices and fizzy drinks.
Drinks, Pepsi, Coca-Cola and stuff. I didn't feel comfortable with that aspect of it, and I thought maybe it's not every single Hajj tour operator that does the same thing. Maybe there's a higher price.
No, price just depends who you go with, and if you tell them in advance, they can rearrange things for you.
Yeah, maybe in a different video we talk about the Hajj as well. I mean, I know the Hajj has already passed, but maybe we can make another video about.
We can make lots of videos together on different topics and interests,
just like the old days.
Oh my!
I mean business.
Property pulse, tax it easy, health, wealth. We used to do lots and lots of programs, live programs. Yes. I think we should revive those.
Inshallah, we'll do something around our work commitments and stuff.
Right. Thank you very much,
Thank
Sammy,
you, Tamkin.
and thank you. And let's 5 kilos and 15 kilos, 30-day challenge.
15, 5. Okay, we'll do that. And thank you, viewers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is me, Sammy Hegab, with Tamkin Riaz.
Thank you very much.